Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tatsat. Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Today we will see the summary of the 18th chapter. As usual, we are doing for every chapter. Srimad Bhagavad Gita contains totally 18 chapters. In this, the first chapter is an introduction, and the second chapter is the Upakrama Rupa Samkshepaha. That means headlines. In the news, we see first they will read the headlines. So, the second chapter is beginning summary. So, Upakrama Samkshepaha. Then, from 3rd chapter to 17th chapter, it is called Vistaraha. Elaborated what is told in the headlines. Now, in the same way, the 18th chapter is Upasamhara Rupa Samkshepaha. That means again concluding the headlines. But Lord Krishna has taken more effort and the time, the shlokas, little bigger than the second chapter. The introductory headlines now is a concluding, again reading the headlines. So like that, this Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and this 18th chapter titled as the Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. Liberation through renunciation. That is the meaning. Liberation through renunciation. And this title is very aptly kept because the chapter starts with the Arjuna's question. After listening so much, he concludes with the one final last question. O Lord, what is the difference between these two words, sannyasa and tyaga? They are one and the same or different, and what it means. Bhagavan took as an advantage and given the entire summary of his teaching, because every teacher, the Shastra Paddhati is this. Traditionally, before starting what we are going to study, why we are studying, what it is going to be told, so in a nutshell, headlines. So in the ending again, yes, this is what we studied, this is what is told. So Bhagavan given a complete summary of all his teaching. So in this way, this 18th chapter we can divide into 9 subheadings. So one by one we will see and recollect what we heard. Shloka number 1 to 12. It is dealt with the sannyasa and tyaga word. That means the topic of sannyasa only, because the question raised by Arjuna like that. Bhagavan said, many people talk about these two words in a different way, but my opinion, according to the entire Shastra's opinion, they both are one and the same. Even though Arjuna asked about renunciation, sannyasa, Bhagavan Sri Krishna started talking about the karma yoga. Karma yoga indirectly. Why? Because karma yoga means itself कर्तृत्व भोक्तृत्व अभिमान त्यागः एव कर्मयोगः. That is only main point for the renunciation. So that should be done by everyone from the beginning. Then, so instead of talking about the Shruti para sannyasam, that means a traditional sannyasa, that is internal sannyasam, antarikam, and as well as bahya sannyasam, external. This is the Shruti Mata's guidance, declaration. Shruti para sannyasa. But Lord Shri Krishna, being Bhagavad Gita is the Smriti para, not only that, Arjuna is not qualified for the traditional sannyasa. What I told just now, traditional sannyasa means antarika sannyasam, then later bahya sannyasam also, changing the dress, name and everything, and giving up all the karmas. So throughout the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan nowhere emphasize or give much over importance to that traditional sannyasa, because he is talking to a grihastha, that too kshatriya, that too in the war field. So in the war field, this war field indicates that our life only. So in our life, everybody will do karma yoga either in the brahmacharya ashrama or grihastha ashrama, more of course, and then vanaprastha or sannyasa ashrama also. Everybody has to do their own duties. Doing their own duty, it is a karma only, but they learn and understand and do their karma, swadharma, without the karma phala asha. Therefore, here sannyasa and tyaga are the synonym words. Bhagavan, if he says the traditional sannyasa, Arjuna may run away and prefer the going to Rishikesh and take the traditional sannyasa. Of course, he is not qualified. Even though he asks her, but Guru, unless the disciple is qualified, the Guru never gives the traditional sannyasa. Even the disciple asks. If you see, compare with the Uddhava Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna there asked the Uddhava, give up, renounce everything and go to the Badarika Ashrama and do the sadhana. Then Uddhava stunned, Bhagavan, am I qualified for it? Because he's still thinking that whether I am deserved or not. But Lord said, he knows, Lord knows, Guru knows. Therefore, straight away Bhagavan told him to take traditional sannyasa. Anyhow, here Bhagavan giving the Smruti para, talking about the Smruti para sannyasa. What is Smruti para sannyasa? There is any contradiction between the Shruti and the Smruti? It should not be, never. But Shruti declaring and prescribing the traditional sannyasa. Now here, Smruti para sannyasa means antarika sannyasam can be practiced by everybody at least after certain age of the life, grihastha, then vanaprastha, while living in their own home, living as a grihastha. Grihastha, this is possible. If it happens and Guru wants to give, if you are qualified, maybe traditional sannyasa. What is actually here? Karma phala tyaga rupa sannyasa. This is called karma phala. Without expecting, you learn to do this sannyasa. This is only Bhagavan Sri Krishna in the 6th chapter told in the first shloka, anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karoti yaha sasannyasi cha yogi cha naniragnirna chakriyah. This person is avoided doing all the Agnihotra, Agni karmas, kriyas, including Pitru karmas, Siddhis karmas, and Nitya karma. Everything is given up. But only a very little pertain to the sannyasa ashrama. That too, each sect of the sannyasa dharmas follow the different sannyasa rules. But what Bhagavan saying, anashrita karma phalam, not depending or expecting the result of his own actions. This should be practiced by everybody from the beginning. Otherwise, karma becomes a bondage. So, anashrita karma phalam, karyam karoti yaha. He do what he is supposed to do. Supposed to. All 4 varnas, 4 ashramas, they do. I can call only he. Sasanyasisha yogicha. That means either you call it as a yogi, you call it as a sannyasi. Because karma yoga, here yoga means karma, karma yogi. Both are one and the same. Sasanyasi, we can call him only as sannyasi and as yogi. Na niragnirna chakriya. I am sitting without doing anything. Or I renounced all my nitya, nainittika, all kinds of karmas. Not like that the meaning. So, but Bhagavan uses anashrita karma phalam karyam karvoti sasanyasi. Then how to understand? No contradiction. That's why I told that Shruti Parasanyasa, traditional, and this is Smruti Parasanyasa. That is external, internal, external, both together. But here, only internal sannyasa. In this way, in this, what exactly hidden? 3 points I will tell. One is, generally a grihastha has to do so many anushtanams. Pancha Mahayagnas or any other kind of puja, kriyas and anything. In that, anushtana purvaka karma tyagaha. Anushtana purvaka karma tyagaha. What I am talking now to you is topic number 1 from shloka number 1 to 12. Whatever I am talking, all this is there hidden in that 1 to 12 shlokas. So in that, now we are talking about the grihastha, antarika sannyasa, that is applying the karma yoga. In that, the first point is anushtana purvaka. Whatever I do anushtanams, in that I should not have any abhimana and karma phala expectation. If I give it up and do, then it is called Sattvika Sannyasam. Sattvika Sannyasam. Because Bhagavan explained that there. And second point is Deha Abhimana Purvaka Karma Tyaga. Some people having more attachment and love towards their body, and they don't want to strain their body. Therefore, if I do this karma, I have to strain myself, I have to get up early, all these kinds of rules will be there. So they don't want to give any kind of extra work to their body. So therefore, they are, that means because of laziness, we can say. And this kind of Deha Abhimana Purvaka Karma Tyagam is called Rajasika Tyagam, that is Rajasika. Then third category is Aviveka Purvaka Karma Tyagaha. Because he doesn't know anything, he doesn't know Shastra, anything, all these things. So, this person also is a tamasic, lazy only, but he don't know that by doing a sattvika karma tyaga, what are the benefits I will get in course of time, how it will purify my mind. These things he doesn't know. Therefore, aviveka purvaka sannyasa, karma sannyasa is called tamasika. That means Bhagavan explained three: sattvika sannyasa, rajasic sannyasa, and tamasika sannyasa. This is the topic number 1 to 12 shlokas. Now, topic number 2 from sloka number 13 to 17, Jnana Yoga Saramsham. The beauty here, Bhagavan, 2 times is going to talk about the Karma Yoga. Just now he talked. And again 2 times Gnana Yoga, but in between he talks once about Karma Yoga, another Sannyasa, Gnana Yoga. I like that. What is the topic here? Gnana Yoga Saramsham. Saramsham means recognizing and focusing the attention on the self. First of all, accepting that I am the consciousness, existence, bliss. And I am the Atma Brahman, Karya Karana or Karya Karana. You can say both, Karya Karana or Karya Karana. Vilakshanaha Atma I am. This much enough. Between 13 to 17 shlokas. Then there generally we talk about the Atma means I means what? I am the consciousness, not a part or the product or the property of the body. And I am not limited by the boundaries of the body. And I am an independent existence, lending the consciousness to all these upadhis in this way. But if these upadhis are not there, I cannot express myself as like this, but I am unlimited. So in this way, Bhagavan said there, Gnana Yoga Saramsham. Then third topic is shloka number 18 to 40. 18 to 40. This is the only biggest topic Bhagavan elaborated, which he didn't mention in this way in the previous chapters. So here, 6 factors Bhagavan taken up. First he enumerates only 5, but at the end he adds one more also. So what are those 6 factors? And each factor, they are like this: knowledge, Gnanam, action, karma, doer, karta, and intellect, buddhi, willpower, dhruti. These are the five, and the last one more, sukham, happiness. Now, each this point, Bhagavan elaborated in one shloka. First, he gives the introduction, one shloka, then Satvika Gnanam, Rajasika Gnanam, Tamasika Gnanam. Like this, for all the six factors, Bhagavan took a time to explain three categories. And in that, just briefly to touch one or two points in this third topic, because here the Satvika word, see so many shlokas from 18th to 40th shloka. Naturally, we must make a point that remember whatever Bhagavan said, Satvika, Gnanam, Satvika Karma, Satvika uh, Buddhi, Satvika Dhruti, everything, Satvik. So here Bhagavan told about what is the Gnanam. All these three types of Gunam people are having their own Gnanam. But Satvika Gnanam is this. For example, 18th shloka, Sarva Bhuteshu Yenaikam Bhavamavyayamikshate Avibhaktam Vibhakteshu Tadsgnanam Vidhi Satvikam. See how beautifully Bhagavan. Sarva Bhuteshu, by one, whatever may be that, Bhavam. In every being, in and through, there is only one principle, that is Avyaya Bhavam. That Bhavam means here, that principle, Avyayam. That means equal, without any discrimination, without any ups and downs, without any diminishing, Avyayam. Even though Vibhakteshu, but by external appearance, looks like everything is divided. I mean, variety is there, diversity is there, but in spite of seeing the variety, diversity also, this person will see the avibhaktam, undivided consciousness, the principle, who is having this knowledge and trying to get this kind of knowledge, establishing in this kind of knowledge, is called a Satvika Gnanam. I am not touching the other aspects because we want to recollect and remember mainly what are the things told by the from the Sattvic standpoint angle. Same way about the karma, Niyatam, sloka number, there I told, not 18, sorry, 20th shloka, which I have just explained to you. Now it is the 23rd shloka, Niyatam Sangarahitam Aragadveshatah Kritam Aphala Prepsuna Karma Ettat Satvika Muchyate. What is Satvika Karma? Niyatam Karma. Whatever is prescribed by the Shastras, that Niyata Karma. And that also Sangarahitam. I have no any attachment towards it. Therefore, naturally, Aragadveshadaha. I have no any aversion or the like or dislike. And phalam also I am not expecting. And if I do the karma in that way, it won't affect you. That is called Satvika Karma. And then the third factor, Bhagavan says, Satvika Karta, the doer. Muktas, shloka number 26. Mukta Sango Naham Vadi Dhrutyutsaha Samanvitaha Siddhya Siddhyo Nirvikaraha Karta Satvika Uchyate. Who is called Satvika Karta? Why I am reading these slokas alone, Satvika, because our aim is to see if you are a Karta, no problem. If you are doing this karma, but see, follow these rules, these principles. Mukta Sangaha, who is free from the attachment and who is free from the ahankara and who is having a dhruti, sahasam, with courage and commitment and determination, and takes all the siddhi, asiddhi in a equal manner. Therefore, he never gets perturbed, nirvikaraha, and such a karta, doer, is called sattvika, doer. Then, what about sattvika buddhi? As I told you, everybody is having buddhi, everybody is having their own gnanam. Huh? So, sattvika buddhi. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha karya karye bhaya bhaye. 30th shloka. Bandham moksham cha ya veti buddhi sa partha satvikim. See this pravritti, nivritti, involvement and withdrawal, karya, akarya, this has to be done, this should not be done, this is dharma, that is adharma, and because of this punya, papa, because of that bhaya, abhaye, fear and fearlessness, then bandham, moksham, that means Bhagavan saying all the pairs of opposites, complementaries, who knows that they all comes under the what? Dvandvas. He knows very clearly. But I am away from the dvandvas. The dvandvas are happening. They related to the only prakriti, maya. But I am the consciousness. There is no duality. Ekameva. Who knows this, that person's buddhi is the sattvika buddhi. That means who sees the duality is a rajasika person. Who sees the unity, okay, non-dual thing is a sattvika buddhi. Then about the dhruti, firm, conviction. Dhrutya yaya dharayate mana pranindriya kriyaha. 33rd shloka. Yogena vyavicarinya dhrutissa partha sattvikim. Because of his commitment, determination, steadfastness, what he do? Dharayate manaha, prana, indriya kriyaha. All his upadhis, whatever they are doing, but let them do only as much required, that much only. So, he very well controls his bodily actions, mental actions, and prana indriya kriyas means involvement of all other kinds of things with his sense organs and everything. He will be very, very cautious and moderate. And because of this well controlled is Shama Dama is Yogena. That means Shama Damena, and not gets deviated again. One side listening to the Shastra, Bhagavad Gita, but immediately we will just get succumbed by the Vyavahara, people, things, and all that, and forgetting what we studied, and not using our studies and the Shastra Shravana, which we have already heard, when a crisis and situation, such a thing comes in the life. If anybody can be firm without deviation, then that dhruti is called Satviki dhruti. Then Satvika Sukham. Three types of Sukhams. Yattadagre Vishamiva, 37th shloka. Pariname mrutopamam Tatsukam Satvikam Proktam Atmabuddhi Prasadajam. That Sukham, that happiness. Here, happiness means not Brahmananda or something, but generally in his day-to-day life. So, whichever is Yattadagre, in the beginning, see this listening Shastra continuously and focusingly, even though Guru is not seeing us, but whether our mind is focused here, or we made the Guruji's picture bigger in the phone or the laptop, or seeing that who are all came and who joined and who gone. Where is our attention? Do we have the book in front of us? Huh? How we are listening? So this is all slightly difficult only. Tying up to the chair for 1 hour huh? without attending the phone call or calling bell or anything. Why I am telling all this? Being this is an online class. So difficult in the beginning. Or taking up any kind of sadhana, anything also, beginning it is slightly difficult. But in later, the results which we get because of that, like they are a sweet dish, amrutam like. And if such kind of sukham, that means by attending the satsang, regularly listening the shravanam, doing shravanam, and doing the japa, and doing the puja, and all kinds of this, doing yoga also. Yoga, all this are giving me a very nice a feeling of comfort, happiness. That is called Satvikam. And this only Atma Buddhi Prasadajam. This kind of Sukham only Atma Buddhi means which then can focus. Oh, these things are giving me so much contentment, so much satisfaction, and so much clarity, and so much relaxation. Then I should not leave them, no. Naturally, buddhi makes the buddhi also more and more clear and alert, and further to inquire and abide in the truth. So in this way, these things are all explained. Then fourth topic, shloka number 41 to 49. Bhagavan taking up the karma yoga. But what kind of, he mainly emphasizing the karma yoga in the form of name of swadharma, because that word's many times used by the Lord there, swadharme. In this, naturally, according to ashrama dharma or varna dharma, so first he says that brahmana karma, kshatriya karma, and vaishya karma, and sudra karma. So in the 42nd shloka, Bhagavan told, again here it is talking about the brahmana, means talking about the sattvika gunas, daiva gunas, Yesterday we just started the Ch-18 114, 114th. That is very elaborately going to talk about the Brahmana. The reason a good conduct person is called Brahmana. So here, what he says, Shamo Damastapa Shaucham Kshantirajavameva Cham Gnanam Vijnana Mastikyam Brahma Karma Swabhavajam. A Brahmana, a sattvic person, Daiva Guna Sampanna person, what his job actually? Job, Swadharmam. Whatever he may do, little this kind of, that kind of things for his existence and sustenance, but whether I am having a mind control Shamaha and am I having a Damaha, sense control, am I leading my life as a Tapomaya Jivanam, and do I have a internal and external cleanliness, and am I having the quality nature of forgiveness, and am I having a straightforwardness, and I know the path on which I am walking, this is certainly is the best and the most useful, beneficial, and this is what scripture said, this is what I understood. So Arjavam, and then Gnana Vijnana Mastikyam. First of all, he is having a Astikya Buddhi, believing the Shastra, believing the words of the Ishvara, Shastra and Guru. Because of that, he knows all the Gnanam and Vijnanam also. That means what is the reality of this relative world, and what is the reality of the Paramarthika, that spiritual world. That means which is the support for the Vyavaharika life, the world. So like that, Gnana Vijnana. Or he knows the theory and as well as he practically experience also. This Gnana Vijnana word we have seen in the Sadacharam in a very elaborated different manner. That time I told that nowhere these Gnana Vijnana words are not elaborated that much as Shankara did in the Sadachara. Then, so in this way, Bhagavan explained the Brahmana Karma, Swadharma. Now here, the Brahmana, it doesn't mean even in the Yaksha Prashnam, which we are going to see in the next week, Dharmaputra giving the answer based on the Guna Brahmana, not the Kula Brahmana. Shastra never given a too much importance to the Kula Brahmana, Varna Brahmana. It always talks about the, once if you listen that question and answer very elaboratedly, because we never discuss or talk elaboratedly in that manner. So don't miss the next week class. Okay, Yaksha Prashna. Therefore, here that Guna Brahmana. Then after that, next topic, fifth topic. So far 4 topics I covered, and the 5th topic starts from the shloka number 50 to 55. Now, in this 4th topic, the important shloka, now whatever I read, all of them are important shlokas. In this particular topic, one shloka already I told about the Brahmana Karma. And in that topic, the last shloka, that means 49th shloka, Asakta Buddhis Sarvatra जितात्मा विगतस्पृहः नैष्कर्म्यसिद्धिं परमां संन्यासेनाधिगच्छति. See, Bhagavan, he very beautifully intermixed the points and the words and spoken. That's why we also saw very slowly, elaboratedly, as much as possible. Here, uh, the main point he speaks about the Swadharmam, then because Reyan Swadharmo Vigunaha, here itself 47th shloka is said. Then it concludes like that, Asakta Buddhi. That's why we told here Karma Yoga title. Under that we are seeing this fourth topic, Asakta Buddhi. There is no attachment. And Sarvatra, in whatever action he do, and he is well controlled his senses, Jitatma, and Vigataspruha is indifferent to this plurality, dualistic world. Therefore, he attains in course of time Naishkarmya Siddhim. This word we discussed that day when the shloka came. And that Naishkarmya Siddhim and Paramam and Sannyasena. See, now here Bhagavan used Sannyasena. What sannyasa? Not because of, not the traditional actional sannyasa, but these qualities he imbibed in him, Asakta Buddhi, Jitatma, and Vigataspruha. And due to that, I need not to lose anything or gain anything by doing karma. Naishkarmya Siddhi. Karma is not going to liberate me. Karma is not going to add anything or reduce anything from me. I am the what? What? Paramam. That understand, the supreme knowledge, the Gnana takes place, then that is actually real sannyasa. See how he mixed? He mixed the Karma Yoga, Swadharma, Karma Yoga, and Raja Yoga, controlling all of them, and saying the Paramam, reminding the Gnana Yoga Supreme, and then this is called renunciation. And because of that, he attains the Paramam, Adhigacchati. Okay, now fifth topic, 50th shloka to 55th shloka. This is about Gnana Yoga. But what kind of Gnana Yoga? How Bhagavan explained in Uche Drishtikonam, emphasizing on the meditation, or we can say Upasana. And so, in this, Jnanapurvaka Gnana Yoga, and here he has given a special sadhanas and instructions also is given how to claim oneself as the Brahma Chaitanyam Nijaswarupam. How can I claim? As like in Panchadasi, Vidyaranyana Swami is now explaining, discussing about how to give up this Namarupa, Prapancha. Be indifferent, that's it. He compared with Manorajya. In mind, thousands and lakhs of thoughts are coming and going. You are not worrying and keeping them all, but only very few. In the same way, here, like that, you give it up. Don't care. Don't give importance. So, how to claim Nijaswarupa? To say in a simple way, here Bhagavan given the instructions how Vivikta Seri, learn to be alone and lead a solitude life, and eat little, and be moderate, and have a moderation and control on your bodily actions and verbal actions also. And in this way, let your time, the mind should engage more in the Dhyana Yoga Paraha. That means you need not to close the eyes and sit all the time. Dhyana Yoga means, but keep on having the same thought throughout as much as possible. This should be done Nityam with utmost dispassion, Vairagyam. I am telling the words from the 52nd shloka, and these are the instructions. Then after that, Bhagavan told Ahankaram, Balam, Darpam, 53rd shloka, Ahankaram, Balam, Darpam, Kamam, Krodam, Parigraham, Vimuchya Nirmama, Shantaha, Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. You ask, no, how can I claim myself as the Brahman? Abide in that Nishtha. Though in this way, give up ahankara, give up your proudness and dambam, darpam and kamam, krodham and greediness, all kind of such negative things. You give it up and become nirmamaha, and you be peaceful all the time. Okay, never compromise with the peace of your mind. Then you are in that. You are that. And then 54th shloka, very important shloka, we said. Then such a person, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, na shochati na kankshati, samas sarveshu bhuteshu, mad bhaktim labhate param. One side, Bhagavan wants to give that highest importance of that highest knowledge, abiding in that knowledge. But here in between, bhakti word he is bringing. That means real bhakti is that to mad bhaktim, that means atma bhakti, atma dhyanam, atma nishtayeva garishta bhakti. That is the supreme devotion. And so in this way, Bhagavan completed up to the 50, I said 56th shloka. Okay. So, and the last is another shloka also, Sarva Karmanyapi. From there also we can say, take our next step. These are all very important again. Now the sixth topic is 57th shloka to 62nd shloka. It is again Karma Yoga. But this time Bhagavan's emphasis is on the devotional aspect of the Karma Yoga. See? Devotional aspect. Their Karma Phala Tyaga, that kind of Karma Yoga we discussed. So what he says here in this sixth topic, Karma Yoga Devotional Pradhana. So Karma Yoga principles all again he brought out in a different manner. So there, why we are telling it is a devotional type of, actually Karma Yoga is not different, and devotion Bhakti Yoga is not different. When we say Ishwararpana Buddhya Karma Kuru, then it is a devotion only. And Prasada Buddhya Karma Phalam Svikuru. Therefore, here for that Ishvara word, Bhagavan using Mayi, Matparaha, Matchittaha. Yet how many times he used from 57th shloka onwards. So, and this kind of person, if you are not understanding and all this also Bhagavan given warning, adachet ahankarat, all these are all not correct. Then you will be punished and you will get destroyed. Sroshyasi vinakshasi. Therefore, Bhagavan warning there, but if you have done, then you will be blessed. How? you will be blessed. You will get that idea of another important shloka in this topic of sixth is the 61st shloka. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hruddeshe arjuna tishtati Brahmayan sarva bhutani yantrarudhani mayayam. I need not to explain much about it. And then see this 62nd shloka we have to also read and recollect, because here only the bhakti sharanagati bhavana bringing here tameva sharanam gaccha, because in 66th again he is going to talk about the sharanagati shloka, though, so he started tameva sharanam gaccha. Here Bhagavan, instead of saying mat mayi matpara, he says tameva. Tam pronoun he is used. How great, Lord's teaching. You tameva sharanam, you hold on to that only, not my rupa, not my form and name. I doesn't have any name and form. Like that, you also doesn't have any name and form. In fact, tameva sharanam gaccha sarvabhavena bharata. I don't know what by whatever means, by hook or crook, you hold on to that. Sarvabhavena he bharata. That's why Satyam Sharanam Gacchami. What? Gnanam Anantam Sharanam. Anantam Sharanam Gacchami. Gnanam Sharanam Gacchami. Yena Sarvam Pravartitam. Satyam Sharanam Gacchami. Gnanam Anantam. So, like that, if you do that, Tat Prasadat. Here also again, Mat Prasadat generally he uses sometimes. Mat Prasadat, because of my blessings. But here, Tat Prasadat, because in the first line he told Tam. Now you are blessed by yourself. Yourself is blessed yourself. Prasadat, Param Shantim Sthanam Prapsasi Sashvata. Where there is no duality, where there is no any second thing, where there is nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to gain, nothing to lose, such as Shanti Samruddham Amrutam Param Shanti, see Shashvatam. Then, seventh topic from 63rd shloka to 66th shloka, the final summary to conclude. Then Bhagavan praising the glory of this knowledge. This one, Guhyat Guhyataram. Whatever I spoken to you so far, my dear Arjuna, this is the secret of the most secret of all the secrets, greater than all the greatest things in this world. That's why again he used this in 63rd shloka also, in 64, Sarva Guhyatamam Bhuyaha. And this is for your benefit I am talking this much. See how compassionate the Lord. And therefore Bhagavan in the 65th shloka doing promise, and I am really promising and telling you, Arjuna, and therefore manmanamava bhava madbhaktaha madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te. When you are giving up everything to me, you will come to me only. I am doing pratigna, I am doing promise to you. Pratijane priyosime, you are my dearest friend and devotee. seeker, student. Therefore, I am telling only for your benefit. I am not going to get anything out of it. I don't want anything. So, what is the final teaching of all these thoughts? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyah moksha ishyami ma shuchaha. Bhayapadade. Don't get frightened. Don't worry. You give up everything and hold on to only one thing. Okay? Then you will be taken care. You are protected. Mamekam sharanam vraja. That means give up all kinds of what? Everything. Then Bhagavan says after that, you do whatever you decide. Okay? You do whatever you decide. Yadhecha, not afterwards, here only. In the 63rd shloka itself, Yadhechasi tadakuru. I have told everything, what is karma yoga, what are the benefits of it, all that. I have talked about you, the bhakti yoga also included, and gnana yoga. What is the meaning of gnana yoga? How to do? I given the clues and the sadhanas also, and I have told the benefits also. Now ball is in your court. Now you do what you want to do. Decide. So I told everything. Yadha ichchasi tadha kuru. And in this way, giving up all, the 66th shloka, giving up means give up all the duality. Okay? And then all the anxiety, all the aversion, all the anticipation, all the aversion, and give up all the enmity. Many more things I already elaborated that day. In this way, the important teaching Sarva Dharman Parityajya. After that, Bhagavan concluded. Then Lord's concluding remarks 67 to 73. Concluding remarks, to whom this knowledge should be given. The person who gives this knowledge, what qualification that guru should have. And if anybody is teaching as a guru from the Vyasapita, this knowledge is spreading. He is the most dearest devotee and for me. And he and me are not different. Not only that, the students also should have a specific qualifications. Otherwise, you should not give to atavaskaya, abhaktaya, kadashana. And student also must have qualification. Guru also must have qualification. Of course, both will get. Even the Shishya who heard, he abides in his own self-gnana. That is the highest benefit. Anyhow, both of them are more dearer to me, dearest people to me. So in this way, Bhagavan told that things, many instructions like Shraddhava, then final remarks by because now the teaching over, Bhagavan's concluded remarks are over, and there he asked, no, Arjuna, your moha has gone. Have you heard with attention and sincerity? Tell me what happened. You heard 18 chapters. How are you? What happened to you? Like that, moho nashtaha moha. Then Arjuna told that, oh Lord, because of your grace and all that, my delusion has gone. Now I recovered my memory. Now I recovered my identity properly. I will do whatever you say. Then finally Sanjaya, who hearing this and communicating to Dhritarashtra, he is so much filled with the joy and hair pleasure in the body. The last five shlokas from 74 to 78, Sanjaya Uvacha. There he is addressing, telling to Raja Dhritarashtra what to say, what to say. I am recollecting, remembering again and again, and I am not able to contain, control my joy and all that. Then final shloka, he says, this is the fact. This is what I declare. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Pardho Dhanurdhara, Tatra Shrirvijayo Bhudehi Dhruvani Tirmatirmamam. Where there is a dharma anushtana acharana, and there the victory will be there. Where the teacher who teaches in a sampradaya way the tattva jnana, and where the teacher, where the student is a fit and suitable student are there, there it is bound to take place the knowledge. That is the victory. Here Shri means victory. Then what is the victory ultimately? Shri, what is the Shri? Gaining the self-knowledge is the victory. That is the prosperous thing, highest wealth. So in that way, these two words, the Krishna and Yogeshwara. When the Jiva Arjuna, Partha, is able to focus his attention on his source, then naturally the oneness, aikyam will take place. That is the shloka concluded by Sanjaya. Now Pushpika. Om Tat Tat Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Moksha Sannyasa Yogo Nama Ashtadashodhyayah. With the grace of the Lord and with the grace of all the Guru Parampara teachers and with our own punya, we are able to listen and complete the Srimad Bhagavad Gita second time in a different language. Before we heard in Tamil. And so this knowledge, listening, Bhagavad Gita is not concluded. The seeking and listening, Shravanam, is not concluded. Therefore, it is a perennial pravaham flow. Therefore, the first dhyana shloka of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita we will say, then we will conclude with the Purnamada. Om Pardhaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavatam Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Rudavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvamanusandanami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini. I always hold on to your feet, O Mother, Shastra Mata, Gita Mata, and like that we pray. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.